Hey, Scruffy. The door scare you? Looked like you jumped there. So, I think it was a little cooler overnight. It was cold. It warmed up today, so not as warm as yesterday, but it was still a nice day. Yeah. Okay. Get the food on the table. Get the glove. Ugh. So Scruffy's fur looks a little fluffier today. Not sure why that is. So yeah, overnight it got kind of cold. I was a little surprised since yesterday was kind of warm, relatively speaking. Actually, I went to sleep early last night. I was really tired early on, and because I've been sick, figured, probably should go to bed. And since I've been sick, I've also, been taking NyQuil to help me sleep. So I presumed I'd be conked out, and sleeping a good night. But yeah, I actually had trouble getting to sleep for the first few hours. So I was actually very disappointed that I didn't sleep well last night, considering I had all the signs that I should be getting a good night's sleep. And then I remember, I think I was finally getting to sleep, or finally fell asleep, and then I woke up suddenly, and it's kind of like gasping. And I'm not sure what woke me, but I felt something was wrong, and still not quite sure what it was. I might have just freaked myself out. I don't know, but I did feel my face, and my head was kind of numb, and I think it was because it was so cold. So yeah, that's when I definitely noticed. Yeah, it was a little cold last night, and then I actually got up a little later than I usually get up. I was actually thinking, because I went to bed so early, I'd be getting up really early, but since I didn't get to sleep, I actually ended up waking up later. But yeah, even when I got up, it was mid morning, and it was still kind of cold. But it finally warmed up this afternoon, so it was actually not as warm as yesterday, but it got pretty close. So it's probably within 5 degrees. And yeah, the sun came out, and it was clear sky. Don't think there was much wind. So yeah, very nice day, even though the night was cold. So I went out for a run today. So I went, so I went for a bike ride yesterday, and then I did a run, I think, the day before that, I think. And since I've been sick. Yeah, I'm not expecting much for myself, but just trying to get out, just trying to do something. And today's run went, yeah, better than the other day. So still not great, but I was still very slow, but I was at least mostly keeping a pace. So I didn't have to walk like half of it or anything like that. So I was actually pretty happy, all things considered. I had a long way to go, but I'll consider today a win. So I saw one cat. It was a white cat with gray spots. I'm not sure if I've seen this one before or not. I've seen a similar, or a cat with white and gray before. In fact, I think that was a cat that was fighting Boots that I got on film a couple years ago. I'm not sure if it was the same cat or not. But this cat was hanging out near the porch cat's territory. So I saw him walking in the driveway and approaching the door. So I didn't see the porch cat, so I'm not sure if the porch cat is going to defend its territory or not, or if they're friends. And yeah, I think that was the only cat I saw today. So the two fallen trees that I've been talking about are still kind of there. So I mentioned the park services did come the prior couple weeks getting rid of most of the fallen trees. So there's one really tall tree that fell. The roots are bigger or taller than a person. And then there was another tree, medium size, I guess. And that one fell, I think, a few weeks earlier. They cut up, they took off the top of the tree, and then they kind of left the trunk and the roots, and I presume they were going to haul away the rest of it later. And then the big tree fell, and then they came and they got heavy machinery to clean that one up. You can see the tractor treads in the ground, and I saw trucks on the street trying to load it with debris, and they were hauling away all the stuff that they collected. But they left basically a stump and the root system, so that's still there. And then they left the other tree kind of alone, so I guess they were distracted with the big one and left the prior one still sitting or lying there. So it's still there, so they haven't come back, both of them. Yeah, it's nibbling on the glove there. It's kind of chewing on the finger. So I think I'm going to get Scruffy his food now. Okay. Yeah, Scruffy's fur looks fluffier today. Not sure why that is. I think the humidity is about the same as yesterday, so... So let's see. I think I just saw Scruffy at lunch, and yeah, he was actually waiting at the door a little early. I saw him through the window, and then yeah, he saw me, so I decided I'd feed him a little early today. I think it was like the very beginning of lunch, so it's about the right time. Hey, Scruffy. Got a little colder today. It still looks pretty nice. Sun's out. So ready for your kibble? So you're waiting for me. Okay, let's try bringing out your food. So tonight's dinner is meaty pate with grilled chicken and tuna, kibble, and more rotisserie chicken scraps. And yeah, there was one nice, really meaty, fatty piece in there tonight, so made sure to break that apart so I doesn't have a hard time eating it. And I heated everything up as usual. So we'll see how fast he gets through the food. I think tonight I put the balls or the food was evenly distributed, so the balls were kind of in the center. So we'll see if he eats any faster or slower tonight. I noticed, yeah, there was a confluence of factors, I think last week, where he was eating faster, and I'm not sure if it was because I heated up the food or more, or if it was because the food was soupy, or if it was because the balls were off to one side and the food was off to the other side, so he was able to eat faster, or if he just liked the particular food. So I think, actually maybe it was a couple weeks ago. So I think it started with the hearty cuts. So I think he eats the hearty cuts faster. So we're on the meaty pate now, so I think that might slow him down a little. And then yeah, tonight it's not as soupy as before, so I don't have much of that gelatin fat or whatever that liquefies when you eat it from the rotisserie chicken. So So I've been putting off cooking my batch of vegetable soup for I think over a week now. It's almost been 2 weeks, I think. So I think I was going to cook it about a little over a week ago, and then I got busy, and then I got sick, and then said screw it. But yeah, I'm completely out of my vegetable soup, so if I want more, I gotta make a new batch. And I've been eating the rice porridge that was recommended by chocolate cookies, I think. One of the viewers here, commenters. So they've been eating a lot of that while I've been sick, and that's been good. So I froze a couple bags of it, so I made a big batch and froze it all, and then decided to finally thaw out one of the bags while I'm sick. So I finished that last night. So tonight I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. I didn't prepare for dinner tonight. Try to make something real easy. But yeah, that rice porridge was really good at the spot. I was sick. So I still have a lot of phlegm and I cough every now and then, but yeah, I'm noticeably better than 3 days ago. So 2 days ago, yeah, my symptoms really started subsiding. And then yesterday, yeah, was a little better than the day before, and today I think it's a little better than yesterday as well. That's probably why my run went a little better today too. Didn't have to stop as much hacking and coughing. Yeah, I left a little late today. I wanted to get a little earlier. Got distracted, but I noticed the sun is starting to set a little later, at least noticeably now. So I was able to get a little more daylight, so I didn't have to leave quite as early. So I see a very bright star, probably a planet, right now. My camera probably won't be able to pick it up, so I'm not going to bother pointing it, but it's actually moved from where I saw it. I saw something like that the other day, and I figured it was a planet. I had to tilt my head because it was in a different place, and the covering over here was blocking it unless I ducked my head under, and then it was behind a tree, so I had to move my head over also for that. This planet or star, it's either a different one or it's moved quite a bit. I don't remember what time I saw it at. I think it was close to this time. Actually, it may have been a little earlier, a couple days ago. So, but yeah, I was trying to figure out what planet it was. I figure it's either Venus or Jupiter because it's really bright. Well, it could be Mars or Saturn, but under the right conditions, they can be reasonably bright too. I think I see a red tint, but I think that's just air pollution. So I don't think it's Mars. I tried to look up the sky catalog, and wasn't all that helpful because they basically were saying, yeah, you can see Jupiter, Venus, Mars or Saturn this time of year, so. Move the balls. Just put under the balls. Yeah, so Scruffy didn't eat much faster tonight. So it's not heating the food. Yeah, yesterday I was talking about, I mentioned China in context of historical building preservation. That topic came up because a building collapsed, a historic building, I think, collapsed at the park I go biking at. But yeah, it just made me think of China again. I remember when I was there, I tried looking up at the sky at night, and the air pollution was so bad you couldn't see any stars, and I don't even think I never saw the moon either, but I'm not sure if it was just because that time of the year I couldn't see the moon or not. But boy, yeah, that air pollution was really bad. Scruffy's actually kind of slow tonight, but I think it's probably because of the extra rotisserie chicken. A lot of extra food. Okay, looks like Scruffy's done. So he's taking the scenic route out. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.